Goldman Sachs names Rishi Sunak senior advisor. Goldman Sachs has just brought former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on board as a senior advisor. For Sunak, it is a return to where it all began. He actually started his career at Goldman back in the early 2000s as a young analyst before moving on to hedge funds and eventually diving headfirst into politics. Now, despite stepping down as Prime Minister after his party's worst election defeat in over a century last July, Sunak has kept himself busy. Earlier this year, he took up academic roles at Oxford and Stanford universities, staying away from the political spotlight for a while. But he is still a Conservative MP representing a Northern England seat, keeping his ties to Parliament active even as he returns to finance. But here's where his story gets complicated. Sunak's immense personal wealth from his successful finance career and also his wife's family fortune, given that her father co-founded Infosys, India's massive IT company, made him Britain's wealthiest prime minister. For many voters, that became a problem, with critics saying he couldn't possibly relate to the daily struggles of average people. For Goldman Sachs, however, his wealth isn't the focus. It is his experience as a former finance minister and prime minister that makes him so valuable. Banks like Goldman are increasingly looking to policymakers who understand how governments think, how regulations shift, and how geopolitics shapes the economic landscape. Goldman's CEO David Solomon said he is excited to welcome Rishi back, highlighting that Sunak will be working with leaders across the firm to advise clients globally, sharing what Solomon called his unique perspectives on the macroeconomic and geopolitical landscape.